Now that we've overridden equals, we're going to override hash code. So let's go to our tests. And I think I can pick out some of the equals tests for this one. I want to compare, what I want to do with hash codes is I want to compare two different hash codes. Let's see. I want to compare hash codes that have stacks with the same capacity but different elements. Okay, so I'm going to test ABC test hash code ABC6 and AB6, and let's see, so there's going to be a hash code for this and a hash code for this, and these should not be equal. I can't actually test the hash code because it's too complex to figure out what the integer value is. So this is typically the way you test hash codes. You compare two elements. So in general, two things that are equal should have the same hash code, and two things that are not equal should have a different hash code. All right, so it's very similar to the equals method. So here, I want these to not be equal. So I'm going to say not let's see, assert false. I'm going to go back to assert false. And here I'm going to say hash code equals stack AB6. This is probably the easiest way to do it. Hash code. Okay, so these hash codes should not be equal. All right. Let's see. Now I want to compare two different ABC stacks. I think I have something like that up here. I think I saw both these tests. I think I want to take. So copy these. Okay, test hash code ABC6 and different ABC6. And then in this case, they should be the same. Okay, so that's good, and I always like to test, well, certainly for bounded, again, that bound sometimes isn't taken into consideration, but obviously it should be for testing equality and for testing hash code. So I'm going to say test hash code ABC6 and ABC10, and these should not be equal. Okay, and finally, I'm just going to grab this one here because it's the same deal. the hash codes of two stacks, even though they're implemented differently, as long as they have the same elements and the same capacity, they should be equal. Again, I can't do this yet, but I'm going to go ahead. The same comment applies. So test hash code ABC6 list based and ABC6 array based. There I'm creating the array based, and I want to assert that it's true that one hash code equals the other hash code. Okay, so I think those are good test cases. So let's flip over and actually implement the method. Well, let's run these first and watch them fail. Okay, those all failed as they should. These are secondary methods in the bounded stack. So there's hash codes. And it's not that difficult to write a hash code function. I kind of have a standard method for doing it. It's probably used by other people other than me. So I'm going to say int result equals 17. I just use 17 because it's a good prime number. And I'm going to, let's see, I think here I just need to iterate. So I think I can use a for each loop, an enhanced for loop. I can just say for each element in this stack, okay, I'm going to add it into my calculation of hash code. So I'm going to say result equals 31, another prime number, times result plus the hash code for the element. Okay, so essentially you just go through all the different essential constituents of this of your class, and you add them to the result. You multiply the result by some prime number, and then you add the essential constituents as an integer. So the easiest way to get something to be integer is just to call its hash code. And then you don't want to forget to add the capacity here. So result equals 31 times result plus capacity. And then just return result. And usually that gets you a pretty good hash code. So let's run the tests and see what happened. And look at that, they all pass.